Hey everybody, what's going on? I put that video earlier on the Strongbow. Well, Strongbow didn't last too long. Uh, that's the thing about Strongbow, it's so good you just can't stop drinking it. Well, today's a drinking day for me, so I want to review something else. And this is called Our Daily Red. And it's called California Table Wine. Organic with no sulfites detected. What that means is sulfites are a preservative in wine, and it also helps in the clearing of wine. I also make wine too. But it's nice to make wine, but when you put all the money into it, when everything's said and done, it's cheaper to buy the wine than to make it. And a lot of times, if you don't sanitize your equipment properly, the entire batch is ruined. But that's the thing about sulfites. Sulfites and also clearing agents prevent that from happening, and they clear the wine up and they make it taste better. But the thing about sulfites are one of the things that give you a pounding headache if you drink too much wine. And in this case, it's organic with no sulfites. So basically, you can drink quite a bit of it and not get a headache. Let's talk about organic stuff, as long as we're talking, and I got nothing else to do. I used to work on a farm for like 7 years. An apple orchard, peach orchard, thoroughbred farm in New Jersey. Doesn't that sound weird? A farm in New Jersey? But it's true. Where I live, there's a lot of farms. And the first part of my day would be weed whacking. The second part of my day will be mowing lawns. And the third part of my day would be spraying chemicals on the peach trees and the apple trees. And we would spray like 400 gallons of pesticides on the apples and the peaches. And then after the first rain, it'll most of it washes off, but just enough stays on to kill the bugs and the worms. It doesn't kill the bees. The bees always, the yellow jackets always get into the apples, into a majority of the apples. But there's so many trees, you still get a pretty decent harvest. But the flip side on it is all the pesticides that wash off go into the soil, get sucked up into the tree, get put into the apples. So I recommend, if you like vegetables, and I like vegetables, I try and eat organic. It's a little more money, but it's not concentrated with pesticides. Now, these trees are like 20, 30 years old, and every year they get sprayed with pesticides. The soil is saturated with pesticides, so it goes into the apples and the peaches. Apples and peaches are like the worst as far as being drenched in pesticides. Raisins are pretty bad too. And the last part of my day, surprisingly enough, would be collecting all the drunk squirrels. The apples that fall on the ground that the bees mess up, they start to rot and ferment. And every day the squirrels come by the hundreds, and deer too. It's a lot easier to deal with a deer than a deer. Blah, blah, blah. You can tell that Strongbow's kicking in. It's a lot easier to deal with the squirrel than it is the drunken deer. So they would eat the fermented apples and get wasted out of their mind. And you'd find them laying on the road, twisted in circles. So we would pick them up and put them in cardboard boxes, and we'd put them in the barn and let them sleep it off for the night. Deer's a different story. We would chase the deer down. They're wasted out of their mind, smashing into fences, and we'd just try and carry them into the barns and let them sleep it off, because at night the foxes would come in and eat the squirrels or mess the deer up. But man, I got way off topic here. Let's give this a try. I've never had this before. Organic wine. Screw top. Smells like wine. And in the same sense where I'm talking about trying to stop consuming the pesticides or the polystyrenes that everything's wrapped in plastic. Oh, I'm like your school teacher today. This is another one. I live in the water, and these things wash up by the thousands. Laundry detergent containers. They'll never go away. 10,000 years from now, they'll still be here. And bottle caps, plastic soda bottle caps, wash up by the thousands every day. And you'll see dead fish, dead birds, dead seagulls, all with their stomachs full of the plastic caps. So what I've been doing is I stopped buying this and I went back to the way things used to be. Buying laundry detergent in a box, powdered laundry detergent. Nobody ever sees this anymore, but you can get it. And I've been looking into making my own soap, my own homemade laundry detergent, because I just can't justify in my mind paying $8.99 for a jug of laundry detergent and then putting it into the environment for the next 10,000 years. I just can't justify that in my head. Call me a hippie, call me whatever you want. I just don't think it's right. Now, mind you, the box is huge. This thing's like massive. And out of this massive box, it says that you get 20 loads of laundry. I'll get about 60 loads out of it because you don't need that much laundry detergent as a part of what they say. You don't need that much as long as your clothes aren't filthy. If your clothes are filthy, you'll use more laundry detergent. But that's neither here nor there. Anywho, let's give this wine a taste. Where did it go? I lost it. Wow. Okay. Here it is. Our Daily Red. Now, I'm swirling this now, and what I said before is you can tell how much alcohol is in the wine is when you swirl it and you see these little legs coming down. The legs are broad, so I would say it's not crazy strong, but it's up there. Let's see what it says. 12.5, that's not bad. Let's see how it tastes. Organic, sulfite-free wine. Well, I wouldn't climb a mountain to get it. And I don't believe that 12.5. There's a lot more alcohol in there than that. I would say this is about 16%. You can see the legs. You can see how thick and broad they are. See it dripping down? Let me get a flashlight and see if I can get some light in here and show you that. Okay. We'll swirl it around. Now you can see them there, see? There. That's the legs. And when they're big and broad like that, and they're really creeping down on there, and they split apart into layers. So there's legs here and a space in the middle. That's easily 16%. A lot of times they don't. It's not accurate how they rate it, and I don't know why that is. I think certain wines you can get wines up into 20-25% like ports, but I don't know if it's a legality thing. Who knows? It's not horrible. It's not the best thing I've had, but I can tell by the amount of alcohol in here. This will get you barking at the moon. All right, guys. Later.